Okay, so as I have told you, SFPD used to sell drugs from this La Playa Safeway while pretending to be homeless people. They set up encampments along the entire back wall, which is pretty long. They literally went to the end here, and I would walk past this way because I would come from over there from the park, and I would walk this way to go shopping and do my usual spiel where I talk shit about them being dirty pigs selling drugs. And they were all white, and there were tons of encampments just side by side, tent after tent after tent. They set them up immediately after the start of the COVID pandemic. This entire back wall looked like a street in the Tenderloin during that time. And that's why the city was sued, because of all the tents in the Tenderloin. So that's what this Safeway in the Richmond district looked like. Tent after tent after tent. And because they're fake homeless people pretending to fucking, like, so, because they're pretending to be homeless, they're like so extra. Like, they're obviously not homeless. Like, all the shit out here, not only do they have tents, they had furniture. Like, you couldn't walk through here at all. There was no way to get through there. And so, if you were to try to walk through here, it was the same issue as in the Tenderloin. You could not. So why the director, Larissa Rubio, didn't care to clear out these encampments is extremely suspicious. So, not only were there encampments that all popped up at the same time, the toilet that the city set up for them, one of those toilets is a porta potty with a hand washing station, and an attendant was placed right over here, still on Safeway's property, for the exclusive use of all of SFPD selling drugs in plain clothes from fake homeless encampments right there. And even though all the homeless people were white, of course the attendant, because SFPD is racist as hell and it's an unsafe environment for black SFPD, they made the black man be the one who was the attendant for the toilet that was right here. Then suddenly, and as you can see, this is still Safeway's property. So you would see them coming down here using the bathroom. They're the only person who came to use that toilet. Well, one day everything was cleared out after a couple months. And then they put up signs. These aren't the exact signs, but it was similar. But the signs at the time said that the city, oh, here it is. The city, look at this. Oh, it does say it. Hold on. Sorry, I have my shadow. The city and county of San Francisco recently worked to resolve illegal encampments in this area. If the city had an issue with it, why did they put a porta potty with a city attendant right here? But I'm certain it wasn't a real city attendant. It's SFPD pretending to be a city attendant because they know they're selling dope right here. And a real city attendant would see that and have a problem with it. Now, we're going to go inside the store. This is where SFPD used to work as security in uniform. But just like I used to talk shit to all the people in that fake homeless encampment selling drugs, and this whole street was totally clogged up with drive-through drug dealing. This entire street. Every time I would walk over here, there would be cars stopped in the middle of the road buying drugs from all those encampments right there, shamelessly, and the director of this Safeway could care less for months. But then they set up the sign saying the city resolved to remove an illegal encampment. If it was illegal, why did the city give them a toilet right there the minute they set up these encampments? Sorry, I digress. Let me get back to what I was going to say. So, inside the store, SFPD used to work in uniform. Every day I shopped here, I said to them, the feds are coming for you. You're dirty cops. You're a disgrace to Blue Lives Matter. You work for the illegal alien drug cartels. You're dirty pigs. All type of truth like that. The DEA is coming for you. Anytime I walk past them, I will always say something on my way in and my way out. So one day, I come and SFPD in uniform isn't here anymore. There's armed security called advanced security here. So they already have a separate security company who is not armed. What I noticed is SFPD posts up in uniform in all the places they're selling drugs in plain clothes. So the ones in uniform are really just there to protect the ones in plain clothes selling drugs. I've also, before they set up the encampments, They used to just sell drugs right here. The store never cared. And now you're gonna go see Advanced Security. Advanced Security accused my son of stealing, restrained him in this store, and then pepper sprayed him in his eyes. So that is also a lawsuit. As you can see, there's one of them. Let me put on my mask so I could go up in here. Okay, so after Advanced Security accused my son of stealing and restrained him inside Safeway, they then pepper sprayed him at close range all up in his eyes. So we were across the street inside the park, and my son comes over there screaming in excruciating pain because of the close proximity, that the fact that they restrained him and put it in his eyes as much as they possibly could. Well, while he's over there in pain and we're washing out his eyes, suddenly some evil bitch walks past our spot and yells, "See, that's why you don't mess with us." And I said, "Bitch, that's why you don't mess with the FBI." And she didn't say nothing. Thus confirming that what they did to my son was retaliation, because I blog about their involvement in aiding and abetting drug dealing at their store. So we were just over here across the street in that area. That is also another lawsuit. So I have a lot of things I need to see if SF Bar Association can find me lawyers. I got so many potential lawsuits.